Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Running a little late today, but we're pretty close to being on time. I'm looking forward to chit-chatting with everybody and getting some feedback from the folks that are joining us. I would really love to have a couple of you come up with me. As you know, the premise of this 1 hour is to discuss history during various times in our world, and looking at the coins that were minted during that time. And I'm seeing guys like Sandman, welcome. Robert Mims, really nice to see you. Manveer, hey, it's great to see you too. If you get a chance, you see the link up top. Click on it and join me on StreamYard so that we can chit-chat a little bit and go over some of these coins. I'm just going to grab one of my books here, and we'll get started. I like using the 1 cent coins, the penny coins, mostly because I've got all the ones to use, but occasionally I'll be bringing up some of the other denominations that I have for you to take a good look at. So we're looking at 1900 through 1905 today, which is kind of cool. Okay. Pop some of these out here. It's interesting to see that in 1900, not only did we had 2 different types of 1 cent coins. We had the ones that were done in the Heaton Mint, and the other ones that were done at one of the other mints. I have to look that up and find out exactly when that or where that is. But I can guarantee you that all the ones during that time frame were pretty well in the UK. 4, 3, 4, and 5. Wonderful. Okay, got them out here. It's good to see that Dale's up. Of course, it's late night for Dale, Coin World UK. What else we got here? Norton Birmingham or Kings. Oh, thank you very much, Coin World UK. That's good to know. Okay, we'll bring up some of the ones that are here. Oh, 1900. Okay, as I said the other day, whoever can provide the best history during our 1 hour session will be voted on by our group here, and that person will receive a coin from me. And so let's grab your books. You've got any material that's handy, whether it be encyclopedias, Google, I don't care what it is, and we'll take a look at some of the history of these coins. Okay. Well, that is interesting. We're just I often wondered why they never put Queen Victoria's royal cipher on the coinage. Well, take it. Quick look there. Uh-oh, I just lost it. Why did I lose you? Hello. There we go. set up. Like I say, you can tell that I'm a rookie doing this, but we'll have it. Now, while I'm doing this, I won't be able to see chat, unfortunately, until I figure out how I'm going to do this. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can bring it up on the other one. Be glad when I can get a little more help so that I get to do this a little bit better. Be glad when I can. There we go. Now I can see chat. I get to do this a little bit better. Okay, now I can see chat. And yes, that's true. In 1901, Queen Victoria did pass away. And as you can see here, there's the 1901. She's still on the coinage. And gee, one of the things that I do notice. Hi, Marty. LNW, nice to see you. One of the things that I really find fascinating is that, and I'm sure a lot of you know this, but if you take a look at the coins on the obverse, the royals face different directions. So the 1901, of course, Queen Victoria was still on there. And then, of course, we've got 1904 here. And we got Edward the 7th on there, her son. And he's facing the opposite way. And every monarch through, if you check every monarch on the Canadian coins, it switches directions, which is very cool. Yeah, that's true. Edward the VIII, you'd be hard pressed even finding a coin with his effigy on it. Oh, 1902, the first Rose Bowl game played. That's cool. Oh, opposite on the stamps. I did not know that. I've never got into stamp collecting, so I wouldn't have known that. Oh, Satchmo was born in 1901. That's cool. Yeah, 1900, Canada was just coming out of the Boer War, the Second Boer War. And actually, a little point of fact, right from all the way through till 1918, starting right after the Boer War, the first Remembrance Day in Canada was actually done on a different day than November 11th. It was actually Paterberg Day. 1903, the Ford Motor Company was formed. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Robert, would have been nice to be able to find some of those baseball cards from that first World Series. Well, I do know that in Canada, there's a huge wave of immigrants that were coming in between 1900 and 1905. Of course, we know a lot of that had to do with the railroad that they were putting through. Mining was being developed quite a bit in Canada. Not too bad there, Dale. Not too bad. Yeah, the expansion into Western Canada was going quite a bit during that 5-year period. It's interesting. The Edward the Seventh coin. The diameter is 25.4 millimeters. Materials 95.5 copper. Weighs 5.67 grams, and it has a plain edge. The single obverse design was engraved by G.W. Dissolier. There's DES below the bust. Oh, is there? That's not on this one, I don't think. Well, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there it is there. Right below DES. Yeah, I think during 1905, the Russian Revolution was starting to gain momentum because of they weren't very happy with the way the government was being run by the monarchs at that time. Harley Davidson opened in 1903. It's kind of interesting how a lot of the history when they list it, it's gauged a lot on military operations and on financial. It was kind of that that lull before the wars took off. Kitty Hawk, 1903. Thank you, Sandman. That's really good information. So we're looking at the start of actual flight, which is very cool. Let's take a look. Let's look at that. Let's look. Oh, there's a good looking one there. 1903. Got some good looking leaves on that one. Fortunately, this one here, I can tell you right now, has been cleaned. But it's the details on it's just grand. August 26, 1905, Roland Amundsen sighted an American whaling ship that came from San Francisco. At this point, he knew that he had achieved the Northwest Passage. That is really interesting. 1905. Einstein published his theory of relativity in 1905. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I guess repeating things it'll sink in. Miss Tyler Starry's Lost and Found. How are you? Does helping your daughter with her homework help you? I wouldn't touch the new math. And of course, Dimebag Darren Lowe is lurking in the basement. You're always welcome to come up, buddy. Oh, 1902. Let's look at the 1905. 1903. I'm out of order here. 1904. I thought I saw Starlock here. Starlock here? Pretty sure. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it was fun collecting them. And it's interesting to see the details on some of these coins, the way they were done. I mean, you're always looking for details, little things like when I'm looking at these coins, of course, I'm looking at the high points. I'm looking at the how much of the mustache and the beard is showing, and how much is wore down. Of course, it does wear after that many years. It's going to be quite worn, but it's just the fact that these things have even survived this long. It's kind of cool to be able to look at them. So how many here are collecting Canadian? And how far have you progressed in your collection? Did you Well, we're only going as far as Edward with these ones there, Dale, but I believe he is. I'd have to check it again. Yeah, there are varieties. The thing you have to look at with these particular ones are the leaves. And you've got different variations of the leaves. You get large leaves, the smaller leaves. Oh, that's good to hear. Ah, excellent. Okay. Let's bring up Dime Bag here. Hey, bro.
Well, hello. How are you?
Oh, just struggling through.
Interesting day today. It's my last day on one job, and tomorrow morning begins the new on a different job. So, interesting day.
You were saying.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning begins the new training. Today was till 4:00 was the last shift, working for the other guys.
Right.
And yeah, really looking forward to tomorrow morning, basically. But I was listening in, and I got on, and it's like, oh crap, I'm late.
That's okay. I was a couple of minutes late too. I'm trying to get myself together here. Going
the beauty of the casual internet channel. Oh, are you?
Yeah. It's one of those health challenges, but that's okay. I'll get through it.
I hear you there.
Yeah, I love the large sense, Robert. You know, I got a visitor. My dog wants in. Come on in, buddy. Oh yeah, you're all excited to see me. Hello, Ozzy. Oh, I'll be fine. It's just one of those things, you know. As you get older, you got to deal with these issues. Yeah. I love the varieties that Canada had and some of the things that they went through. We'll get on that a little later on. Like I said, I'm trying to stick between 1900 and 1905. But really, you know, I've seen some really interesting U.S. history. What happened in Canada? What are you showing me there now?
We got a brand new 1 cent book that I haven't started yet. I just picked it up. It's empty.
Oh, good.
But we're going to start it. And I'll be right back. Be right back. I want to go. Here I have all the large cents. Not all of them, because I'm missing all kinds of large cents.
Right.
Then this book goes into the small cents starting from the 1920 going forward, and I have all the cents up to about 1962 in here. So this new book is going to be backwards from our final cents, and then going the other way. So From
So you're
2012 back.
gonna work from 2012 back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's the way I figured it'd be best way to do it.
There are so many excellent books out there. The albums they have, especially I really love the Lighthouse series. I really do.
Yeah, that's what that one is, obviously.
Yeah, there's that's that series. There's the ones that I have, which
oh, you can spend more on those Danskos. They're a lot more.
oh yeah.
I mean, I'm more proud of this one because it's, full, right?
Yeah.
my toonies.
Like there's this one here, okay, and you've got these kind of albums which are beauties again because you got the sleeves, you can slip in and protect them, but then they also have one grade higher than that, and I think they're about $35 each. They're quite expensive, but they're really nice.
Too much money for this character. I just want a way to keep things straight.
It all depends on what you want to do. I mean, yeah, everybody collects and sorts their collections out the way they see fit.
Rightly so.
The 23rd of February, the United States acquired control of the Panama Canal zone for $10 million. What year was that, Coin World UK? Oh, 1904. There it is. Yeah. 1904.
Hi, Silver Scorpion. Thanks for coming by. Aussie colon scares me. Reminds me of going into the doctor's and have the doctor look at me and say, "Good day, mate." I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know what's coming next.
Yeah.
We found the Aussie, then it's the colon. So as I was going through the Canadian pennies there recently, I put aside a whole pile of them that I thought looked super shiny and birdy. They'll be going into here. Got to try to leave spaces too, because in 2012 we have a magnetic and a non-magnetic. So we're going to want to leave spaces for those to be found.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There is no, unfortunately, there is no info in this book. I just saved this from the packaging just for the hell of it.
Are those the ones you can't fit the 2x2s in there, can you? Those ones?
No. You got to put the coin alone.
Yeah. So you basically, if you want to put information, you're going to have to put a slip of paper in behind, or use a label maker. That's if you want to.
I may do that in the end, but for now, let's see what we can do for filling it up. Once again, you can keep on telling us about those coins you were doing, because they were awesome. You've got some oldies but goodies there.
Oh, I do. Yeah. They're pretty interesting coins. They're, and I'll just make it disappear here a little bit so you can see. And
got them on the scope, do you?
I do have I haven't figured out how to do it. It's actually on whatever this thing is. If I ever inept, the OBS.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good there. Give me an idea. Yeah, I got them all over there.
Dale says in 1904, the distress signal CQD is established, only to be replaced 2 years later by SOS. I remember the CQ codes, and I used to use them. CQ, CQDX, Unit 523, Vancouver, Canada. We're calling Skip and standing by.
Oh, my Lord. CQDX. This is VE2 BTX, portable for you, the voice of Israeli-occupied Syria. CQ.
Yeah, but you had legit call letters. If I was to give out any call letters, I'd have to give out XM numbers, which means I shouldn't be off of 11 meters.
I know I'm going on. I know I'm going on a tangent, but we were the CFARS, Canadian Forces Amateur Radio System, so we had VX V9, VE V9. It was a good job. I did that for a number of weeks when the regular ham op took off, and I got to take control of the ham shack.
It's all mine.
It was power.
There's lock on the inside.
I was getting QSL cards from the Soviet Union.
My best QSL card was from Queensland, Australia, while I lived in Burnaby, British Columbia. It was my best QSL card ever.
That's why this collecting these stickers reminds me of when we did that.
Same thing. Okay, I'm going to go get the roll I'm going to hopefully use to populate this book. I'll be right back.
Wonderful Queen Victoria. Victoria Regina Imperatrix, the royal cipher, which isn't on here. So we know that it's up to 1858, or actually up to 1908. The mints, all the coins were being minted in the UK, and it wasn't until 1908 that a branch of the British Mint was opened in Ottawa. So we're still prior to that time. That's true. That's very true. Queen Elizabeth II has actually passed Queen Victoria. And the excitement here, I've put my book down and I can't find it. Why? Where did I put you?
The last place you're going to look. Well, okay. Sure. Yeah, it was kind of just shuffled today because of getting ready for this thing tomorrow. So kind of out of sorts here. What's tomorrow? Oh, I've got a procedure I got to go through. Oh, right. Yeah, but and I've been enjoying all the pleasures of all the construction outside my house. We got TELUS putting in the fiber optic cables. Joy and joy. Yeah. It'll make the world a better place. Yeah, okay. Hey, John. Nice to see you on. I'm surprised they didn't come out with another medal. It seems like every time they have one of these anniversaries or whatever, the Queen prints out another medal to hang on your suit or your uniform. Queen's Jubilee, Queen's this, Queen's that. You made it to another Queen's birthday. Good on you. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of like, oh, found it. Was it buried? Yeah, it was buried all right. You know which one that is, and that's not the one we're looking for. This is not the coin you're looking for. 59. I definitely don't need that one in this book. Oh, and this isn't even a Canadian coin. How'd that get in there? So we're looking at 1900. In 1900, there was only 2,600,000 made. 1901, 4,100,000. 1902, 3 million. 1903, 4 million.
1904, 2,500,000, and 1905, 2 million, which is still for that time. That's a fair amount. Explains. I look back and going, oh, that 1858 was only 421,000. Explains why I had to pay so much for this stupid thing. Anyway, okay.
Justified.
Robert says, January 1st, 1901, the British colonies of New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, Victoria, and Western Australia federate as the Commonwealth of Australia. Oh, that's a good bit of information. Awesome. Thank you.
That's pretty important to Australians, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Little penny book of mine is actually going to be quite a thing to do when I think about it. I mean, I'm going to go back from 2012 all the way back to 63. I have some beautiful.
It's not as bad as you might think. I mean, I finished. I shouldn't say that. I've got one more penny coming in because I realized the only one that I was missing was the 1929 High Nine. And I found one, so it's coming in. It should be in any day now, and that means all my cents are done, except for the .36, of course. But we know what that's all about.
Woo-hoo, I found a 2011 and a 2011 magnetic and non-magnetic for my book. Nice.
Oh, excellent.
Those are all the 2011s that I need. Nice. Brand new book.
The other thing, Dale, is when at my age, when you lose something, typically you need glass. Especially, I always lose my glasses. I don't know how many of you do that, but I lose my glasses, and I need glasses to find the bloody thing. So, April 25th, 1901 to April 25th, New York becomes the first U.S. state to require a license plate. Question. Did the horse and buggies need a license plate after that?
No, they needed one of those triangular things in the back to indicate they were slow-moving traffic.
My goodness.
This is going very slowly.
Yeah. Captain's not getting a haircut for a while. Captain's maybe just to get the bangs cut so that I'm getting ready for the holidays.
Ho, ho, ho.
You got her.
Secret Santa.
Yeah, cars were starting to show their face around after actually even before 1900. They look more like bloody just horseless carriages with the bloody stick in the front to steer and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they had like a rudder or a tiller for steering. 98.
L&W, I don't gotta be Santa. I am Santa after November 1st. You won't see me out of character until after Christmas. Robert is hot tonight. He says, July 1st, 1901, the first United Kingdom Fingerprint Bureau is established at Scotland Yard, the Metropolitan Police Headquarters in London, by Edward Henry.
Dude, you attracted Robert. He's one of the most useful guys to have around.
I am so glad.
Not kidding. Not kidding.
I mean, this when we're talking history, there's so much of it, and you don't. It's all fine to be dwelling on all the horrible events, which typically people kind of are drawn to or have thrown in front of them. But it's really nice to see the historical the improvements that happened throughout the centuries. The third modern Olympic Games opened in St. Louis, Missouri, United States, as part of the World's Fair. That was 1904. Thank you, Dale.
You know what baffles me is the fact that we didn't seem to move ahead as a race, as humans, except for the last like 100 years, 200 years. It's like everything we know and hold dear we did in the last couple hundred years, and the other stuff was just. I mean, supposedly we're around for thousands of years. We couldn't figure out flight until the last 100. It strikes me weird that it took us that amount of time.
Well, it really, I think it really started to take off after the Industrial Revolution. It was like we were just biding our time and living in squalor. And let's face it, there were a segment of the population that lived very well. But even they had quirks that in today's society would not be acceptable. I mean, for instance, women in their bloody makeup and using arsenic and all kinds of stuff, and the no control in the pharmaceuticals. Some of the stuff that they were giving, like opium and stuff, in children's cough syrup, and you name it. They had all kinds of stuff that was not good for you. They just didn't know, or if they did know, they weren't saying anything. October 2nd, 1901, the British Royal Navy's first submarine, Holland I, is launched at Barrow in Furness. Oh, he's on a roll here. October 24th, Michigan school teacher Annie Edson Taylor goes over Niagara Falls in a barrel and survives.
Oh my God.
I actually saw an article on her, and I saw the barrel, and I'm surprised that she made it.
School teacher, yes. Engineer, not so much.
And that was quite the barrel she went over with. And it's just, I'm going to assume that there wasn't as much rock at the base of the falls back then as it is now.
Because you're destined to be dashed to pieces at this time.
Yeah. Everything the 200 years has been awesome and new. The next 200 years are just improved technology. I wish I could be around to see how it changes, because technology has really it's going exponential. I mean, even looking at the computers they use to get the spacecraft to the moon. I mean, that they were about the strength of one of our calculators. They're nothing like our home computers that we have now. November 25th, 1901, August Dieter is first examined by German psychiatrist Dr. Alois Alzheimer, leading to a diagnosis of the condition that will carry Alzheimer's names. Yeah, I guess it was called old timers back then, and then they changed it to Alzheimer's. I don't know. Wow, that is really interesting. So there was actually quite a bit in the first part of the 20th century that actually happened. Now, who was the Prime Minister of Canada in 1900? And who was the President of the United States in 1900?
A pretty good question, actually.
Should know that, but I know John A. Macdonald was finished. He had, 2 terms in office?
I am so bad at history that I'm just not the history guy. This is a good thing for me because I'm learning, but I don't know how much of knowledge I'm going to impart to others.
Well, that's the whole idea. This whole thing is sharing. It's like, we don't know it all. It's sharing what information that we can bring up, and getting to know a little bit more about the history. McKinley was the U.S. president at that time.
Wilfrid Laurier.
Wilfrid Laurier?
According to our chat, and they're pretty good.
Good.
Dale put in Wilfrid someone, so I know that's Wilfrid Laurier.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of prime ministers with Wilfrid for a first name.
No, we are gonna go with Laurier on that one. Last answer, Phil. How do you say it? Final answer. Put together a lot of rules out of my pennies the other day just to sort of start getting them into some kind of order.
Right.
And now I'm hoping that's going to pay off in trying to put the books together here.
It's well worth the time to sort them out. We had a new app has come out, and this is going a little bit on a tangent, but it's quite interesting. This new app allows people within the community to keep in touch. It's called Nextdoor.
Oh yeah.
And it's a free download. And there's actually groups that are forming on this Nextdoor that allows you to keep in touch regarding numismatics or any topic for that matter of anything. But I've got a group that's in Nextdoor that is growing exponentially, and people are coming out of the woodwork that have had collections that have been inherited or donated or they've hoarded for years, and they want to start doing something with it. And it's kind of nice to see that people are actually starting to utilize, we're talking technology, utilizing these sort of things to enhance the hobby.
Look at that. It's a 68 and it looks like brand friggin' new. How do I know how to put it yet? I guess I can figure it out. Maybe I mark it. That's what I've got to do. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make little marks.
Show you. Let's compare the 1900 pennies to the 1900 nickels. We'll bring one up here so that you can actually see it. Here we go.
Holy mackerel. In 2006, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of penny.
Mm-hmm. Now, those of you that have never collected the older coinage, you can see, okay, there's the, I wonder if I can get that up a little higher. I don't think so. It's pretty clear. I'll put the, there's the night. Oh, hello, get off there. That's actually sitting on the penny. That's your nickel.
Wow.
Any wonder why they call them fish scales? I mean, they are so tiny. 1901, October 2nd, British Royal Navy's first submarine hull was launched. Oh, we did that one. Okay, where are we here? December 10th, 1901, the first Nobel Prize ceremony is held in Stockholm on the 5th anniversary of Alfred Nobel's death. Evil Arch Conservative. Hey, nice to see you. May 30th, 2011. Well, that's not between 1900 and 1905. Nice try. Salmon Coins and Collectibles says, sorry, Roosevelt was 1901. He spent most of his presidency preserving American natural areas, founding the National Park Service. I didn't know that. September 14, 1901, Buffalo, New York. McKinley is assassinated by Teddy R. And Teddy R. takes over. Teddy Roosevelt. Oh, on the pennies. Yeah, actually, where the heck are they? I've got them tucked away. Those are quite interesting. When I get up to that time frame, I'll do it. I'm trying to stick between the 1900 and 1905, and but when I get in there, I'll definitely show those as one of the. You saw the harps, didn't you? Dimebag?
No.
Oh, okay. At least we're consistent when we come to being distracted. Like, oh, wait a minute, that's more interesting.
What am I doing here?
Probably one of the ones that you're looking for.
Well, if my answer is the right answer. There it is. Let us see. Let us see if my answer is the right answer. Might not be. We shall see. Perfect. Good answer.
What's that one?
Oh, I just wrote something wrong on my book, and I wanted to see if a little alcohol would erase it so I could write it again, and sure enough, it did. So happy with that. Yeah, I've decided to write in my small permanent marker on these little envelopes here what I'm looking to put in them. It helps me keep track of stuff. Otherwise, I don't think I would.
Right.
Just got off track there a little bit, doing some numbering. Five, 5, 5. So there's 3 5s. 05. There is a.
Well, I guess William Henry Harrison didn't get too much resolved with that short of presidency. Oh, I'm just doing just dandy here. I'm going to have to go look. Yeah, I'm going to have to do them later. I know it. Well, I'll show you the harps as soon as I find them.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, I'm fine with that, Dale. Thanks.
Really again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different coins in '03, all pennies.
Enrico Caruso makes the first million-selling recording for the gramophone company in Milan in 1902. And President Harrison died in 1841. Okay. That's a little further back. 1841? Okay. 1904. I'm backtracking here. October 27th, the first underground line of the New York subway opened. That had to have been a heck of a job at the time.
Making it or working it?
Both. June 18, 1901 is the birth date of the Grand Duchess Anastasia of Russia, who died in 1918. So yeah, these fish scales are just, I can well imagine that they got lost a lot.
They're lost in my book because I've only got one.
They're a lot of them. They're not badly priced. I mean, they're. Better make sure I got the right one here. It's 1900. Okay. Oh, that was 1900 oval double O. It's quite a challenge to find these things. When you're looking for coins, taking the period that we're looking at right now, between 1900 and 1905, those ones aren't badly priced. You can get them in if some flea markets that are set up. I know we have one here in town called a super flea market, where you can actually, they have some vendors that are they don't have the brick and mortar store, but they have a little thing set up that they do every weekend, and they tend to be a little bit cheaper, and you can go in there and you can pick them up for $15-20 a piece, and you can fill all the ones that are not key dates fairly quickly, which is kind of the best way to do, is to work your way through them. And when you finally do end up with key dates that you want to fill, well, then that's when you start saving your pennies and picking up the ones that you want. This community, though, is fantastic for making contacts, because it's surprising how many people have duplicates and whatnot that you can pick up. You have nothing open with car boots or markets at the moment. Yeah, I know. There's, depending on the country you're in. We just shut down again here in Alberta. Not that they drag their feet long enough here, but we do have certain, like our LCS, our big LCS, which is at West Edmonton Mall, is open. You just have to wear your mask when you go in there. And that one there, I like going in because I drool. He's got some of the most remarkable displays I've ever seen, and the wall for older coins has got to be 16 feet high by 60 feet long, and it's all trays of all the different kinds of coins, which is just remarkable. And for those of you around the world, these guys ship over the entire planet. They do ship everywhere, and for some reason, shipping out of Canada is not as expensive as shipping back into it. I know the States get to be a little bit pricey.
Well, this is working out better than I thought. I think.
Oh,
Yeah, and writing the little numbers on the packages or on the little parts, it seems to make sense at this point. We'll soon find out. But 89. At least these other years, they didn't put out a bunch of different ones. So we get to 85. And then it's 85 blunt and pointed 5.
well, okay. Consensus. I've seen some really good bits of history come by me and I have a sneaking suspicion I know who's going to get this, but who I can't vote. I don't want to vote, but who do you all feel deserves a coin today?
I know who. I know a couple people who really gave their all for us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Made me smarter.
Okay, in chat, if you want to put down your choice. Okay, there's a Robert Mims.
Think.
Yeah, there's another one for Robert Mims.
Ooh, they did it to me in 79 again. There's 5 different 79s.
Robert, I can't spell. And
Rob
your
Mims?
choice, Diebag?
Mr. Mims as well.
Okay, Robert. It looks like we got one vote for Robert. He's being nice. Dale's a great guy too. Okay. I got my bucket list, and they're all in 2x2s. I don't know what it is. I just kind of mix it up a bit, and whatever comes out of there is the one that Robert's going to get. And Robert is going to get. Oh dear! Look at that. We've got. I gotta put it down because you can't see. You're getting a brand new 2021 Canadian Loonie.
Nice.
Brand spanking new. And Robert, I'm pretty sure I've got your address, Robert, but if you want to email me your address again there, I'll make sure that you get this here quick, and I'll throw in another sticker here for you too. Because I know how many of us get the stickers. And this is what I'll do for every time I come on. I'll be twice a week for an hour. We're going to go through, and I'm not going to be providing all the information. I'll tell you right now. I'll try to have some. I want feedback from you guys and you gals, and we'll build some history together and realize, hey, these coins actually walked through those periods. They actually were there. People were holding on to them. We're using them for currency. It's great. Yeah, I'm surprised that you're even conscious. It's got. What time in the morning is it down there, Dale? What is it, about 2-3 o'clock in the morning now? You know what? It'd be really nice, Robert. I mean, you're an awesome guy. You're so supportive of so many channels, and you're so knowledgeable. It's a pleasure to have you up. So I'm keeping it short. Does anybody have anything else to say before we call this a quits, and you guys can go do a raid on one of the other channels? I believe Tupac has probably got something going on right now.
Definitely does.
So how do you feel? You guys want to do a raid on Tupac?
Woot woot.
Woot woot. All right. And Dale, you guys get a chance. Tomorrow is Battle Chat with Coin World UK. I'll try to make it, but definitely I know Dale will be there. I think he's got his system all working properly now. And that's a fun one to go to. So with that, guys, I'm signing off.
Aye, Captain.
Talk to you later.